how to set up an LLC for your real estate investing business. What's going on, everybody? It's Jamel Gibbs, your family-oriented entrepreneur. Welcome to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is share with you how to set up an LLC for your real estate investing business. Now, a couple of years ago, I did a video titled How to Set Up an LLC for Rental Properties. And since then, that video has gotten over 124,000 views as of today. Now, since that video was released, some things have changed regarding LLC usage. So I want to cover some of that in this video and cover some of the information that you need to understand in order to operate your LLC, as well as getting it set up at the push of a button. Now, before we jump into all of the content, I'm not an attorney and I'm not an accountant. I highly recommend you consult an attorney or accountant regarding this information. This information can help your business or it can defeat the purpose if you don't set it up the right way. So talk to an accountant or talk to your attorney in order to make sure that you're doing this properly. Now, with that being said, before we jump into the meat of the content, I just want to mention that this particular video is sponsored by Baselane. Baselane is an all-in-one real estate investing platform for real estate investors. If you're looking to get an LLC or manage an LLC, Baselane got you covered. If you're looking to manage your business banking through a business banking platform, then Baselane will have you covered. If you're looking to manage your rental properties, Baselane will have you covered. You can collect rent. You can manage the books. You can do everything that you need to do from a rental properties perspective in Baselane. It truly is an all-in-one platform. I use it myself, and I definitely recommend it for all who's looking to get started in the real estate investing business. And before I forget, be sure to click on the link below for a chance to win the $500 Amazon gift card. The link is right in the description box below this video. Again, click on the link below right now for a chance to win a $500 Amazon gift card. So with that being said, let's jump into the meat of the content. All right, so what exactly is an LLC? For those of you who don't know, if you've never visited my channel before, or if you've never seen any of my other content where I discussed this particular topic, I'm going to keep it really simple for you. An LLC is what's called a limited liability company. What it does is it separates your personal liability from your business's liability. That's it. It's called a limited liability company. Another thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to LLCs is it's regulated on a state level. So each state is going to have a different way of allowing you to operate your LLC. You may have some states that are more beneficial than others. That's something that you would talk to your accountant or attorney about. But overall, it operates at a state level. So depending on the state that you set it up with, the rules will be different than other states that you may be looking at as well. All right, so definitely consult with an attorney or accountant before you get your business set up. Now, some of the benefits of having an LLC that I've mentioned in other videos is it limits your personal liability. So an example of that would be if you put rental properties under your personal name, or if you have a fix and flip going or something like that under your personal name, and someone were to have an accident at the property while you own it, their attorney can not only go after the assets from that particular property that's under your personal name, but also your personal assets. So what the LLC allows you to do is separate your personal liability from your business's liability. If you only own one property under an LLC, then the only thing that that particular attorney can go after is what's under that LLC. It separates you and any other businesses that you have from whatever that particular LLC owns. So it ultimately limits your personal liability when you're purchasing real estate investment. Another benefit to having LLCs is it can keep your portfolio separated. So for example, you may own a property at 123 Main Street, and then you own another property at 125 Main Street right next door. You can create two different LLCs in order to separate the liability on each property. So you might have 123 Main Street LLC And then you might have 125 Main Street LLC. Even though you own both properties and they're right next door to each other, they don't have anything to do with each other. So again, if someone were to slip and fall on 123 Main Street and you own 123 as well as 125, then they can't go after 125 because the liability is on 123. Another benefit to having an LLC is your business won't pay taxes on an entity level. They'll pay taxes through your own personal income tax situation. And that's called pass-through taxation. This is a huge benefit, and it will be much easier for you to do your taxes at the end of the year. Now, who should set up an LLC? Well, as real estate investors, which is what this particular video is about, there's 3 layers of investing. You have wholesaling, you have fix and flip, and then you have rental property investing, buy and hold. Now, each of these different levels provides a different reason for having an LLC set up. So first and foremost, who should have an LLC? I believe that everybody should get an LLC set up. Now, when you do it, really depends on what you're trying to accomplish exit strategy wise. Are you looking to wholesale? Are you looking to rehab? Are you looking to buy and hold? What's your exit strategy? Just to give you an example, when I first started investing, I didn't have an LLC set up. Probably for the first 5 years, I made a ton of money in real estate without having an LLC. Was that a mistake? Probably so. The reason why is because I could have saved a lot more money in taxes, and I was exposing myself to a lot of liability, personal liability. The good thing is I didn't have a lot of things. I didn't have a lot of material possessions because I was 21, 22 years old. So back then, it really didn't matter. If I operated without an LLC right now, I'm exposing myself to a lot of liability. So if you're brand new, what I really think that you should focus on is making money before you start thinking about getting an entity. But that's my personal preference. I do think that once you have proof of concept, seeing that real estate investing is something that you want to do, then you should instantly go out and set up an LLC immediately, because then you're going to start building capital under your business rather than exposing yourself to personal liability. Now, as a fix and flipper, if you're using hard money, if you're using private money, most lenders want to see that you have an LLC set up and a business bank account set up before they actually lend you money. So you're going to need to do it as soon as possible. Same thing with buying and holding. If you're buying rental properties or building a rental portfolio, I would never build a rental portfolio under my personal name, because then, like I said, I'm exposing myself to liability. Okay, so that's what you want to avoid. And that's the purpose of the limited liability company. Now, with that being said, how do you go about setting up an LLC? Well, as I've mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by Baselane. I think it's a fantastic way to operate your real estate investing business. So what I want to do is show you how you can do it right in Baselane. You can manage it, you can get everything set up, and you'll have everything, all the tools that you need right at the push of a button by using this particular platform. So let's go ahead to Baselane and let me show you exactly how it works. As you can see, we're here on Baselane. Now, the first thing you want to do is register your free account. And you can do that by clicking on sign up in the top right-hand corner and going ahead and following the instructions to get your account set up. Once your account is set up, you'll be taken to the dashboard. Now, as you can see, I'm here on the dashboard of my dummy account that I've set up through Baselane. And you can see that there's landlord banking involved. One thing I want to mention, that this is not a bank, it's a banking platform. It allows you to collect rent. It allows bookkeeping services and things like that. But in addition to that, it also partners with places like Rocket Mortgage and Obi and Smart Move and Northwest and other services as well. For the purposes of this video, we're going to select the option that Northwest provides. And what it basically says is protect your assets by forming an LLC. What stands out is free registered agent for first year, fast filing in your state, $29 plus state fee. That is fantastic, because if you go to an attorney, they're going to charge you a lot more money. And a registered agent can be at least $50 or more per year based on the state that you're located in. So if you go through Baselane, you're not only saving money, you're also getting your LLC set up at a discounted price. And I'm going to show you another thing in just a second. Let's click on Get Started Now. Now, when you click on Get Started Now, what you want to do is go ahead and select the state that you want your LLC set up in. In my case, let's just say it's going to be North Carolina, right? I'm going to go ahead and click on Get Started. And once I click on Get Started Now, I simply want to fill out the information on the left, and you'll see the fees on the right. So when you're filling out your information on the left, you want to type in your LLC name. If you want to send a copy of lawsuits and legal notices to your attorney or not, so you click on yes or no. If you want to use generic business purpose, then you can select this, or you can type in your own business purpose. Is it for rental property investing? Is it for fixing and flipping? Is it for wholesaling, real estate investing in general, so on and so forth, right? And you simply want to fill out the rest of the information at the bottom. Do you have a physical address you want on record, or do you have a mailing address? Right now, one thing to take note of is the basic package, again, is $29. If you go to an attorney, you're going to spend a lot more money than this. What I like about this is you get the free registered agent, the filing service fee, the free operating agreement comes with it as well. That is super powerful. Okay. Now, if you're going to lenders, for example, to get money, a lot of lenders want to see that you have an operating agreement. Okay, so you definitely want to take advantage of this, being that you get the free operating agreement. You also have NC 16 days processing. Now, obviously, this is on a statewide level. Remember earlier I said, each state is going to have their own way of allowing you to operate your LLC. So in North Carolina, this is what this is. So the operating state fee is $128. Then you have the business identity. This is $0. Okay, so it's not costing you anything. Now, here's the most important part if we didn't go through anything else. Remember that video I did with my asset defense attorney, Bob Bloom, where we were talking about the new compliance law, the LLC compliance law that's going on. If you don't file, it's going to cost you hefty fines. This service allows you to get it done for $9. Now, granted, you can do it yourself for free, but if you go to an attorney, it's going to cost you a lot more money than that. This is getting it done for $9. So literally in North Carolina for $166, you'll not only have your LLC set up, but you'll also be compliant, have a free registered agent, free operating agreements, free business identity, all of this stuff for $166. Now, granted, the price will change from state to state. Again, LLCs operate on a statewide level and their prices are different. Some may be higher, some may be lower. But the whole point is you can get it all done on this one-stop shop. So shout out to Baselane for sponsoring this video. Shout out to Baselane for putting together a platform for you to use in your real estate investing business. Shout out to Baselane for making their platform free for you to use, which is super helpful when you're a beginning real estate investor. And shout out to Baselane for partnering with other companies that make it inexpensive for you to get your business set up and operable and profitable as quickly as possible. If you haven't watched the video that I did with my asset defense attorney, Bob Bloom, be sure to check that video up at the top. It'll give you all the information that you need regarding how to properly register your business with FinCEN so you can avoid paying $500 per day and getting fined up to $250,000 in jail time for not registering your business. I don't want that to happen to you. I want to make sure that you're taken care of all the way around. So be sure to watch that video up at the top. And before you do that, be sure to like this video, subscribe, click the notification bell, and share this video with as many people as possible. Baselane is really an easy tool to use. And the best part about Baselane is it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to use it. So be sure to click the link in the description box, get your free account set up. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one, and I'll talk to you then.